Finally leaving Queens, making my way to downtown Brooklyn. Go pick up these boxing, these punching bags. But definitely had to come on. I know I came on earlier, and for some apparent reason, my audio was not working. Whatever reason that may be, we all know that the powers that be always try to prevent the brother man from talking that talk. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to talk about this Dr. Umar situation, man. Man, I can honestly say I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Very, very, very disappointed because he was somebody that our people put on a high pedestal to represent this black consciousness. He was somebody that we really thought was doing the works of the people, really trying to, bring some level of power to the black and brown community, man. But once again, another political leader failed us, man. He falls in that category with Martin Luther King. Yes, Martin Luther King failed us too, guys. I know it's a tough pill to process, but listen, Martin Luther King failed us too, man. Martin Luther King was working with Margaret Swinger. You guys know who Margaret Swinger is, man. Martin Luther King was against pro-life, man. I'm telling you, that information is out there. That man was against black people. And when he realized that, they was bamboozling him, they took him out. There's a video out right now where the man openly admitted that he set him up, and then somebody said, move to the side. When he moved to the side, bam, the man was shot. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. But let's call it for what it is, man. Let's call it for what it is. Dr. Umar, I think he's done, bro. I don't think he could recover. And I think if anybody still stands behind this man, you need a psychological evaluation. That's why yesterday when I said that the similarities between him and Jesus is the same and stuff like that is why I say that, because even though there was no healing in the name of Jesus, even though there's no saving, no redemption, we still believe that something phenomenal is going to occur. And that's how some people are with Dr. Umar. Even through all the scandals, all the shenanigans, people really believe that this man got something in store. Now, I wasn't gonna do this video. I didn't want to do it, but I gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? And for me, coming from my background, coming from my street background, you gotta tell the people what it is, right? And what it is that man been booking us, man. That man been booking us, robbing us blind, doing the whole shebang, bro. This is facts. This is not even make believe at this point. This is the facts. That man been bamboozling, swingling us, and I already knew something was up when he came out, and I believe it was 2022 or was it 2023, where he said the school will be open by Kwanzaa. And when Kwanzaa came, bro, it was crickets, fam. Complete silence. It was complete silence. It was complete silence, guys. I'm sounding like him right now, right? Saying it 3-4 times. It was crickets, bro. We didn't hear nothing. We didn't hear a jot. We didn't hear a tittle. We didn't hear absolutely nothing. The only thing we heard was donations, and then they into why this happened and what's going on, and the state is involved, and then now they got these dudes pulling up this man's information, tax records, and all of that, and it's like, damn, bro, you was really just swingling the people. If you had just took that money, opened up the school, put up a board member, you know what I'm saying, had a staff, had something, and and show the people something, 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 you would not be in these circumstances, bro. The universe would have ensured that your school would have been sustainable. It would have ensured that you know, rich celebrities will be like, oh, he's really doing this. Now I want to bring my son to this school. I want to do this. See, you wasn't thinking so far ahead. You was so busy, focused, and living for the moment. And then, you know, one of them saying you tricking with the money, you taking trips overseas, you got a habit. I don't know none of these things, but when you generate over $500,000, bro, there's no way you sitting here talking about you broke, or you know you don't got access to no funds. There's no way. There's no way, my man. You from Philadelphia, pimping. You from the north side. You know what I'm saying? This is known hustlers, bro. People that's known for hustling. Like, dog, you think somebody like myself generates over $500,000? You think I'm not gonna be flipping and investing into other things outside of this so-called school? Like, damn, bro. Damn, bro, you really dropped the ball with this one, man. You really dropped the ball with this one, and I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed, because you're making people like myself jobs harder. People is disengaging from you know, people with wisdom, black men with wisdom. Women is disengaging. They're like, you sound like a fake ass Dr. Umar or this and that. Yeah, it sounds good, but what you got to show for it? You know, now everybody wants receipts. Now everything that you say, anything that you mention, you gotta provide with the receipts now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my jeez, bro. The high disappointment, man. I'm so disappointed. Like, I'm really hurt, because I know this man personally, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this man personally, bro. And to see you go out like this, bro, and to see how the internet is just flaming you, bro. And all of this could have been avoided if you just stuck to the script, bro. Peace, bro. If you just stuck to the script, bro. If you just stuck to the script. If you really just focused on that school and not worry about the lifestyle, not worrying about traveling, bro, come on. How? There's no way you generated close to $1 million and you broke, bro. You broke, man. You broke our hearts, bro. You broke our hearts. And it's like, where do we go from here? Who are we going to trust now? Who's the next one? You know what I'm saying? What's the little homie name? Young Pharaoh. He got money. He started acting funny. You know what I'm saying? Who's the next ones? Like who's the next up and coming fire burning representative of this so-called black conscious movement, son? You know what I'm saying? And even for me, when I see the behavior that these gurus display, like, there's no support whatsoever, bro. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes I sit down and I be in my thoughts and I say to myself, is it even worth it, bro? Is it even worth helping these black folks? My colored people don't care about freedom. Niggas want to focus on Jesus. They want to focus on all the things that can't fix the problem right now. We still want to live in a space of hope, belief. I believe I can fly. I told you, the last person that believed into something end up in jail. His plane landed in the nearest correctional system, wherever he's located. I don't know. And at this particular moment, guys, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, because this shit right here, nigga, Yo, bro, I talk about it. I pinpoint it. I make it as easy as can be. I literally show you guys directly what the issue is. I said, look, this is the problem right here. Point it out. Talk about it. Stressed it. But yeah, people still, it's like you, if it's not religious ideology, you want some physical controversy. If it's not some religious ideology, you want some physical controversy. Like black people only gonna tune in if it's about Jesus or Allah, or if it's about shoot 'em up, bang bang, robbing, stealing, killing, pimping, some level of violation took place. You understand? Or right now the internet is in an uproar while everybody is bashing this black man. And yes, I'm on it right now, but I'm not on it to bash him to the point where there's no coming back. I'm here to just let homie know, like, yo, bro, like you really dropped the ball, and you dropped the ball off your ignorance. You dropped the ball because you really wanted to be in that spotlight. Even the way that you was talking was crazy to me, bro. Like I didn't hear the meekness. I didn't hear the humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you still a slave at the end of the day, pimpin'. Like, for real, Ojo Society, you still a slave, my guy. You still a slave. You're suffering. You're going through what we're going through, and you're literally living off so-called donations, my guy. You're living off donations, my guy. Donations. And listen, I'm not the one to knock the hustle. I'm not here to knock the hustle. Get your money, but do something productive with it, though, bro. You can't generate millions of dollars, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000. You can't generate that type of money, and you got nothing to show for it. I don't want it. Nobody want to hear about that. Nobody want to hear about that stupid school, bro. Like, no jokes aside, nobody want to hear about that, bro. Nobody want to hear about that, bro. Nobody, all that FDMG, like, it sounds good, but I knew something was up when you kept shooting lives outside. Like, yo, my man, if you own something, right? If I bought a brand new car, I'm gonna always take a picture, always shoot video of me inside that car. You was never doing that. You probably did that 3-4 times, bro. And every other time you outside. I'm like, yo, why is he outside? Aren't you supposed to be promoting and showing people the improvement of the interior? Like, yes, granted, we see all the beautiful paintings that you did. We see the logo that you put up, the colors. We see it. But my man, where's the desk? Where's the table? Where's your office? Where's the workers? Bro, I didn't see a single Corona laying around, because you know the Mexicans, they need their Corona to work. I didn't see a single Corona. I didn't see nothing, bro. I didn't see nothing. And when I started seeing you was doing that in an excessive amount of time, like continuously, like, all right, maybe it was hot today. He did say the AC wasn't working. Maybe it's hot today. All right, cool. But yo, bro, it was like every day. It's like another live, you in the car. Another live, you in front of like, yo, bro, I feel like you staying in front of this building with your hand out when you off live, waiting for people to walk by, and you asking for donations. That's what it looked like. I know it sounds harsh, but that's what it looked like, bro. It looks like you got your hand out looking for somebody to give you a couple dollars, bro. Give you a couple dollars, bro. 750,000, my nigga. Close to 1 million. Some people are saying you got 1 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to check pocket watch somebody, but when you're literally making a living off this so-called donation, when you literally making a living off these donations, bro, it's like, fam, yeah, you are entitled to tell the people what you doing with their money, my guy. You don't get the right to say, don't worry about what I'm doing. The people that's donating don't ask questions. They don't ask questions because you got them in a hypnosis. I don't know. But if I give you $500 And you tell me, yo, bro, yo, toast me 500. I'm gonna flip this and I'm gonna get this back, and I'm gonna get it back looking like this in this amount of time. When this amount of time comes, you better give me some. That's two options. It's either you're gonna give me an update. The update got to be valid, or you got to give me back my money, bro. We from the hood. Like, bro, you know you taking this money from the hood, bro. You're not even getting it from the celebrities, bro. For somebody in your stature, bro, you should be closer to the Jay-Z. You should get closer to these people that can, invest money into you. But, these people seen something that the average person didn't see. You understand? They seen that, oh, nah, this nigga really out here just scamming the people, bro. Because I didn't even know it was that long. I didn't even know it was 15 years that this man literally been saying that. I didn't know it was that long. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention to Dr. Umar like that, especially after I made that transition into this, Hebrew lifestyle at the time. I really wasn't checking for him. You understand? I really wasn't. But now that I, I have deconstructed myself from the Euro-Christian ideology, I'm starting to see a lot of things now. I'm starting to see a lot of things, and a lot of things is starting to make sense. A lot of things is starting to be clear upon me. And then it's like, yo, fam, bro, damn, my guy, you really was doing this for a minute. If you've been doing this for 15 years, that means you was doing this when my daughter was 2 years old. And now that I sit back and I think about it, yeah, you was. Cause I remember the video. Yo, bro, I remember the video. And this is before YouTube was what it is right now. I remember the video. Some of you guys know the video I'm talking about, where he was just walking. He looked like he was just walking down a long bridge, and he was just walking, and he was like, yeah, man, I am Dr. Umar. I am a psychologist with 6 this, blah, 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 blah. And this school right here, and he was literally showing this big ass school. And he was like, this is the school we want to buy. And with your help and your donation, I remember going to my mom's like, yo, mom, mom, we gotta invest into this right here. Yo, please hit the like button so this joint can get shared out to the people, man. You know I'm YouTube #1 enemy, you know I'm YouTube #1 enemy. They're like, yo, I'm like, yo, mom, we got a black man and he's trying to do this. And at that time, this was me going through the motions. This was me, being educated on black consciousness and, studying black history, reading the ISIS papers, reading about, Dr. Joy, shout out to her. That's the woman that changed my life, and I will forever in debt give my all to her. You know what I'm saying? My dream is to have a interview with her, whether it's in person or online, just being able to reach out to her and talk to her on a regular basis. That's one of my goals, right? Because that lady literally changed my life, bro. She made me look at myself, my condition, and said, this was not how I was supposed to be. I was made this way. I was taught this behavior. And this is why I started teaching this. This is why I became a life coach. This is why I went to college and got my degree. This is why I went and did the things that you guys see me doing now. This is why I got a podcast. This is why I talk the way that I talk. Yeah, sometimes I be all over the place, but I be all over the place because my mind is on 1,000, bro. My mind is on 1,000. I'm always trying to figure out, how can I do this? How can I invest into that? How can I help my people here? How can I help my people there? But that lady, I promise you, that lady changed my entire life. You understand? She's one of the reasons why I'm even doing this, bro. But this man, Dr. Umar, bro, damn, my God, like you guys don't really understand the heartbreak, the heartening, the disgust, the disappointment. Because I really, like I said, I really was in tune with this brother. You know what I'm saying? Like on the phone, conversating, saying, yo, so we need to do this. Yo, would this be a good option, a good idea for the school? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, man, we definitely gonna do that. We definitely. But he was never on this send this donation campaign the way that he is now. You know what I'm saying? He was very humble with it. He was like, oh man, donate what you can, donate what you got. It is what it is. We support it, we accept it, we appreciate it. That's what he used to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking, this is in the beginning. He was never what I see now. And now that I'm reflecting and I'm processing everything and I'm seeing who he was then and who he is now, it does look like he has an addiction. It does look like he got a gambling problem. It does look like he's on something. It does, bro. I'm looking at the lips. You know what I'm saying? The lips is a little too dark. You know what I'm saying? We from outside. Come on now. We're not gonna deny this. It's a little too dark. It's a little too chappy. It's a little too chappy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too chappy. It's not even winter time and your lip chap. You know what I'm saying? And I started, maybe this is for real. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is for real, bro. But in the same token, I always had my trust in a black man. Anybody that's in this mission, in this walk, trying to deliver some knowledge, some factual things to the people, I'm always gonna support it. But when stuff like this come out, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying, your personal life, your sexual life. Like, that's not my concern. My concern is when you saying, toss this bread, I need this money, and people give you this money. I know somebody personally that gave like $1,500, bro. $1,500 is not something easily to come by, especially in today's times. I guarantee you, my man could get that $1,500 back. He would take it in a heartbeat. You understand? Because people really believe. People really stood there and said, yo, this man's really trying to go against the system. He's really talking that talk. And when you see his lives and his seminars in person, you're like, damn, son, this nigga knows a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like myself, that's an excitement. Like, that's an adrenaline. Like, yo, word. Like, damn, son know all this. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I met my professor in college, Dr. Rosado. Yo, when I tell you this man, yo, bro, to this day, I'm like, yo, how do you know all these things, bro? How do you know? He says, yo, and he told me straight to my face, he said, yo, listen, you gotta read. He said, you gotta read. He said, you gotta read. He said, all the knowledge and all the wisdom comes through the book. Gotta read. And I was like, damn, that's when I started reading. That's when I started indulging into books after books, books after books, after books. Because of the high IQ, the intelligence of this man. I'm like, damn, bro, you really something else, man. You feel me? I'm just saying. But Dr. Umar, man, he was very knowledgeable, had a whole lot of wisdom. Like, to this day, I be applauding him like, sheesh, my guy. Like, shout out to you. But goddamn, my guy. Damn, I'm not even supposed to be on the parkway right now, guys. Sheesh. I ain't supposed to be here. Nice. Oh no, I'm not on the parkway. Oh, shout out. Oh, good. You gotta answer to that, man. And I don't think you're gonna ever be able to recover. Me personally, I don't think people is going to support you like they used to. I don't think people is gonna stand behind you like they used to. And I don't think people is ever gonna give you money the way that you're receiving it, because you dropped the ball, bro. 750,000, my God. 750,000. It's like I'm sitting here like, hold on. So how was you living your life? Was you literally living your life through donation? Like somebody tossed you $1,000, you spend $1,000. Somebody gave you 500, you was spending the 500. Somebody gave you 1,800, you spent the 1,800. I'm trying to figure out how was you living, because if you generated 750,000. You generated 750,000. There's no way you sitting here broke. There's no way that you didn't invest into schools. I mean, not even to schools, into real estate, property. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me the only thing that you bought was this dirty ass looking school. Like, I'm gonna call it what it is. That school is not, it's not beautiful, bro. Those colors is way too much. You're doing way too much. That joint look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You're doing way too much. It's not beautiful. It's not something that I would advise anybody to be on. You understand? Like, me personally, I would not want to bring my child to that school, because if I feel like you're more focused on the image than the mission. You're more focused on the image than the mission. You shouldn't be focused on the image. You should be focused on the mission. You think the mothers and the fathers and the people, the donators and people, you think people care about how the school looks? No. People want to see you put in that work, pimp. Nobody cares on how the school look, bro. Listen, even if you had school in your backyard, the fact that you're standing and you owning up to you saying that you're gonna, open up a school and teach. Nobody cared that if it was a big this and that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody cared. When you told the people that you lost that, when you said to the people, oh, we lost the bid, it was bought by such and such, we didn't care at that point. At that point on, you should have been more focusing on delivering the message as far as teaching these children. You say you're going to teach these young black boys, then my guy, get to the teaching. Start teaching these young black boys. You didn't need a big school. You ain't need a big school to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you was more focused on the image, bro. And that's the reason why, you understand, I believe you dropped the ball, bro. That's the reason why I believe you dropped the ball, bro. And I wish it wasn't you. I wish it was anybody but you. I wish it was anybody but you, my guy. Because you was literally like the last of the Mohicans, man. You was literally the last of the Mohicans, man. It's like, where do black people go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Nobody knows. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Who can we trust? Who's the next candidate to come on the scene to give us this uplifting story, this possibilities? Who's the next one to come on the scene and give us that? Who's the next one? Peace, Judy. Who's the next one? Who's the next one to come on the scene and give us that, bro? Because you done shook up the conscious community. The conscious cute community within the conscious community is making a fool and a mockery out of you. And everybody, you're gonna have those that's gonna be in my position just trying to understand how did you drop the ball, and then you're gonna have those that's gonna take all that opportunity to bite you in your ass and mock you because you was being very boastful. You was being very prideful. You act like I am the King Kong of consciousness. That's literally your name, bro. You the King Kong consciousness. That's literally your name. That's literally your YouTube channel's name. King Kong of consciousness. And like King Kong fell. He didn't fall because of the white woman. You fell because of that white dollar. You fell because of that white dollar. And I don't think, and I repeat, I don't think you could ever get up. You fell. You failed and you failed us as a whole, bro. And we're very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I'm heartbroken. I'm disgusted. I'm angry. I'm the whole shebang because you giving a bad light for people like myself, for the individuals who really want to do something for the people. I really want to see my people win, bro. Listen, man, I'm telling you this all the time, and I know I'm gonna sound mean when I say this, but the conditions and positions that you are in, we was never meant to be in these positions. God didn't create us to be the crab in the barrel, bro. He did. How did we get here? You know how we got here. 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 And the sad thing is that now that we are here and we know how we got here, our people don't want to get out. Because getting out is gonna break your comfortability. Getting out is gonna take away your crumbs, the little crumbs that you make from work. It's gonna take away the little positions that you have at work. The little manager positions, the CEOs, the supervisors, those titles that they put upon you. It's gonna take that away. And you are afraid, how am I gonna be able to take care of your family? See, this is where you question somebody's belief. Like, why are you worried about that? I thought you have trust and faith in Jesus. I thought you have trust and faith in Allah. Why are you worrying about that? According to their writings, you shall be good. Why are you worrying about where your next meal is gonna be? Why are you worrying about where your next this and all that is gonna be? You shouldn't be worrying about that. You shouldn't be worrying about that. But you are. Which makes me say, so are you really a Christian? Are you really a Muslim? Are you really a Hebrew? Are you really? Because the time for you guys to show your true commitment to the God that you worship, you guys always come up short. Always get the short end of the stick. Always. And when somebody like myself pointed out, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. And it's sad, it's disgusting. It's nasty. Because we was never supposed to be like this, guys. We was never supposed to be like this. You're too focused on what these people is gonna see of you. You're too focused on how your family's gonna treat you. No. Every single one of us is a leader. Every single one of us is a commander. Every single one of us is a chief. If you come from a clan, you got that in your DNA. It's just you're just focusing on all the wrong things. Everybody want to be the chief. Everybody want to be this. Nobody want to be the worker. Nobody want to be the helper. You have to help. It's a collective. This awakening, this change, this fight. It's a collective thing. We don't need no one leader. That's the biggest problem. We're still looking for somebody to represent us. We're still looking for the Malcolm X replacement. We're still looking for the Martin Luther King replacement. My guys, there's no replacement. None of these niggas was ever put there by the graces of your ancestors, okay? They was put there by agents, guys, okay? The Nation of Islam is not what you think it is. This is a government-operated cultist organization, okay? Christianity, whatever. Martin Luther King, his name was not even Martin. His name was changed, bro. You guys don't know what you... Oh, my jeez. Oh, my jeez. Ah, man. Like I said, man, you guys don't know. You guys don't know what's really going on, man. You guys are just taking. You're just taking the crust off the cheese. I mean, off the pizza. No, what they call it? The icing on the cake. That's what y'all. That's all y'all want. Y'all want that sweetness. Y'all don't want that bitter. Y'all don't want that sourness. Y'all don't want that formula to make a powerful, healthy, righteous cake. Nah, y'all want that sweet flavor, bro. Just look at how our people operate, bro. We have to stop looking for leaders. We are all leaders. We are all leaders in our own rights. If you're able to produce children, you are a leader. Who's going to lead those children? God is you. Okay? These children not going to know nothing about God until you bring them to church. But they're going to know exactly who you are as a mother, as a father. This is facts. It's not a belief. It's not an assumption. It's not an insertion. This is the facts. Okay? I said something to my sister today, and she said to me, she was like, yo, I had a dream that was floating above hell, etc., etc. So I believe her, and you know, all I could do was just laugh, because it's like, but sis, who told you, who showed you, who even gave you the understanding of how hell looked like? Nobody in our family ever seen hell. The only time we see hell is when we watching these movies. You watch these movies, you read these philosophies, they paint this picture in your mind, and all of a sudden you thinking, oh my gosh, this is that. And it's like, yo, but you never seen that. How come you, and then if hell is what you say it is, then how come you never seen it when you was young? How come you never seen it when you was pure, when you was that innocent child? Why didn't God let you know, look, this is for real? Why you had to install yourself into religion in order to receive this type of revelation? You see, this is where you start questioning the ideology. It says, so prior to you being indoctrinated through Christianity, are you able to show, can you remember any story of hell? Everybody's gonna tell you no. Like, nah, I didn't know what hell was. So basically, you was told this, right? And if you're told something, depending on who's telling you the story, you gotta question it. You understand? I know where the story comes from. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? But you as a whole, you gotta know as well. You feel me? And that's the biggest issue that I'm facing with our people right now, is our people wanna go against the grain. Our people wanna fight, but it's a high level of fear. It's a fear of the white supremacy, and also it's a fear of the white religion. We are fearful. We thinking that if we step away from the white religion, we're not going to be great. We're not going to be successful. God is not going to give us what God has given the Europeans, knowing that the Europeans got what they got through bloodshed. Are you willing to do that bloodshed? See, that's the part that people don't want to stand on. This the part where you have to put in that physical work. You have to. Are you willing to? And 9 out of 10 times people are going to say no. And if anybody say yes, the only time it's going to be a yes is when it's attacking our very own. Facts. That's the part that people don't want to talk about. We thinking that we gotta be one, we gotta do this, we gotta have that in order for us to receive some level of happiness. Don't you see that the dollar bill doesn't carry a face of a black man? You know why? Because the ideology, the philosophies, the transactions, this is European culture. This is something that they created. They created this matrix for them to control, rule, and govern over you. I told you, money was only created for the poor. You guys are not listening to me. Money was only created for the poor. The rich don't need money. If you watch the movie John Wick, how was John Wick making his payments? John Wick never made his payments never made his payments with cash. He always paid with gold, no matter where he was at, no matter he went to, no matter if he went to go drink some liquor, eat some food, he always paid with gold. Why? Because gold is what's connected to your soul. You understand? Gold is what's connected to your soul. Remember, gold was taken off your soil. You understand me? Gold taken from your soil. Gold is okay. For every single thing, your birth certificate is backed by a stock. Stocks and bonds. The bond is backed by what? It's not money. It's never money. Paper can never be the commodity. It's gold. Okay? And the gold is connected to you. For every slave, it's a gold bar that's for you. For every child that's born, that's a gold bar for you. Your back and your very existence is an existence of gold. Gold is what's connected to your soul. They gave you paper to keep you away from to keep you from what's connected to your soul. That's intentional. Go watch the John Wick movie. Watch it over again. Watch it. Watch it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Watch it. And you're going to see exactly what I'm telling you. Watch it. That John Wick movie lets you know everything that you need to know when it's pertaining to religion. How religion is literally the pinnacle, if I'm saying that word right, of their establishment. How did John Wick get back? How did John Wick even get a conversation? He had to show the cross. He had to burn the cross on his back. You guys see that? Come on, man. You guys see that, man. Don't be naive. Don't be ignorant to the facts. You guys know what I'm saying is true. You know that. So when I say things like these things is not tied to us, a lot of you guys get frustrated. A lot of you guys be like, nah, I'm not listening to Jones. Nah, I'm not following Jones. Nah, we good. I'm telling you, I'm YouTube's #1 enemy because YouTube I know what the algorithm is doing. I know. I promise you, if I was acting a fool, cursing, yelling, screaming from the top of my lungs, playing games and being all emotional, acting feminine, being gay, speaking with their terminologies, if I was sounding more European, if I was saying, hey guys, hi, my name is Junior and I am a podcaster and I would love for you guys to tune in and watch me. Just imagine me sounding like that every single day. Of course, they'll push me in the algorithm. Europeans will automatically absorb to me. Why? Because I fit their standards. I fit their acceptance. They will accept me. They will allow me to be played in their household, around their children, around their loved ones, around their peers, their fellow comrades. But when you sound like me, and you talk with fire, and you talk with a conviction, and you talk with no fear, and you can care less on how they feel. When you start talking like that, oh no. He's a rebel. He's an ignorant nigger, and we don't want no parts of that. But when you sound like me, you stand on business and you able to break the matrix and show the people what's the cause of our issues. Yo, my God, how you got here? Oh, let me show you how we got here. What's the cause? Let me show you what's the cause. How do we fix it? Let me show you how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how to fix it. I'm gonna show you how to do, et cetera, et cetera. When you start displaying that and having that type of conversation, oh no, you got to take that down. Heck no. You ain't following that. We're not supporting that. We're not pushing that. We're not going to throw that into the algorithm. We're not doing that. You know how many people that I know? That say, nah, bro, yo, man, I was just watching you. And then I instantly just got cut off. They cut me off. I said, of course, I know. I know. Of course they're gonna cut you off because I'm no longer part of the matrix. I'm no longer allowing their philosophies to teach me anything outside of who I am. You feel me? I'll be over here too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset that I need you guys to be on. You got to be on that mindset, bro. You got to be on that. You got to be in that space of wanting to gain wisdom and knowledge, bro. The true facts. Forget truth. We're not using that terminology anymore. We're not using these terminologies anymore. Because when you use these terminologies, you know what I'm saying? When you use these terminologies, it's literally something that they created. How can you say we preventing truth? It's fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really like you really gotta ask yourself, like, yo, bro, who gave us this ideology as truth? Nobody ain't tell us that. Nobody know what truth is unless they tell you it's truth. So if they the ones that's telling you it's truth, and I ain't gonna lie, I want to do it. Yo, bro, how do I join this?
It's NYC Bike and Brew.
Bike and Brew?
NYC Bike and Brew.
BREW?
Yeah.
All right.
Also check out Social Cycling NYC.
Social?
Social Cycling NYC every Thursday night.
Yeah?
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that joint look kind of fun, man. Like 1,000 of them going bike riding. I like stuff like that, man. Word up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop saying this word truth. Oh man, we seeking truth. There's no truth. And then the thing that pisses me off is when black people say the truth is in the Bible. What truth? How can the Bible be truth when the Bible was used to behead black people? That's not truth, my nigga. That's truth for them. It's truthful for them. It ain't truthful for us. There's no truth on this earth. I tell guys this all the time. There's no truth on this earth because everything is a lie. Your Bible was written, it was taken from numerous of historical text lectures, right? The Quran comes from my Allah is my, you know what I'm saying? A lot, excuse me. That's where Allah is. It's a lot. Ideologies that, you know, that came from them, bro. That they took it from other people. When all these other nations fell, these kingdoms that fell, they went and grabbed all these records and they was reading and they was studying. It was like, yo, we need to do our own version, right? This kingdom that you guys are seeing right now that's governing and ruling the world is the kingdom of those that's of the Bible. Okay? The story that you heard that was coming for the Jews is them. There was nothing that was said that was showing to be black. None of that. All of that was lies, people. It's lies. Okay? It is their kingdom. That story is about them. It has nothing to do with you. You can't prove nothing. And if it has something to do with you, you'll be able to speak the language right then and there. You'll be able to speak it right now as we speak. You still can't speak it in 2025 because that story was never about you. It's black people trying to force themselves to believe and claim something because they have nothing. Outside of being some ignorant niggers, they got nothing to show for themselves. So a book that was given to you by the slave master is something that they're going to cleave onto because that book in some way, shape or form gives them some level of authority, some level of position to make them feel more than just a slave. It's like, damn, yeah, I'm a slave now, but I used to be a king. I used to be a priest. I used to be this, and you guys took it from us, and God is going to give it back. That's what that is. But the story is about them. That story is their story. It's their book. It's their book. It was to show you guys their rise. It was to give you guys their gods. The God that you're calling on is a God that your ancestors never knew nothing about. You are forcing yourself to believe that. But in all reality, your ancestors, they know nothing about that. Nothing. Zero. Ancestors never knew nothing about no Jesus. They know nothing about no commandments. I got all the records, bro. I read all the books. I read it. Have absolutely nothing. You can't trace nothing back. You can't trace nothing back. For those black people that's claiming that they're black, okay. For those that's claiming that, you know, Africa is the Holy Land and the Bible took place in Africa, okay, cool, granted. Show me where the coffin's at. Show me where Paul is buried. Show me where David is buried. Show me where Luke, Mark, Matthews. Show me where these people are buried. Let's go. Let's have this conversation, pimpin'. Let's go. Let's do it. They can't. They can't. And you know why they can't? And you know why they can't? They can't do it because it was never for them to receive that. Never. You can't do it because it's never, that story never happened. The entire Biblos is a mystical fable story, bro. Mystical fable story. Did they put certain things in there to give it some momentum? Yeah. For example, the story about the rainbow. Of course. Look, this is real, my brother. Yeah, cool. Sounds good. Listen, it really sounds good, pimpin'. It really sounds good, pimpin'. But according to the scriptures, according to what was written, it says that the rainbow was a sign for God to never flood the earth again. But yet the earth is getting flooded every single time. So who's telling the truth? Who's lying? Is it us or is it God? You can't say God, right? You can't say God. Because if you say God, you committing blasphemy. No, you can't say God. It's just not your God. It's their God. It's their writers. It's their philosophers. It's their teachers. It's not our teachers. It's not. It's not. Stop forcing yourself to believe it. It's not. You can't prove it. Don't give me no maps. Don't give me no maps that was illustrated by Europeans. Don't give me that. Give me some nigger factual information. No, you can't do it. You can't. You can't trace nothing back. Nothing. Not a black person can trace anything black to Hebrew. Can't. Anything. And you can't even trace your DNA. Don't give me Deuteronomy chapter 28. I tell you guys this all the time. You cannot give me that. You at this state of time, with all this information, with all this knowledge, you have to give me, I repeat, you have to give me DNA substance. You have to give me some DNA. Your DNA. You gotta give me an Israelite within the Bible. Somebody in the Bible, you got to pull their DNA. You got to open up their tombs, wherever they're hidden, in the caves, in the archives. And listen, this is how you can tell that these niggas is lying. This is how you know that this shit is nothing but a fairy tale story. You telling me that the saying goes is they went inside the caves, they took these bodies and they relocated. You're telling me that if these people had an actual body of David, Moses, Abram, you telling me that they would not give it to the world to display? Of course they would, because it would give their book even more power and control over the masses. But yet you have yet to see that. Why? Because everybody knows that is nothing more than just a fairy tale. And I'm saying this. Yes, my podcast used to stand. It was titled "Repent or Die." Yes, once upon a time, I thought I was a Hebrew Israelite. Yes, once upon a time, I done thought. Hurry up and get out the street, bro. Fuck is wrong with you? I slap the shit out your dumb ass. These dudes be weirdos, be taking these drugs. You allow them, you see me pause, allow the brother to cross the street. He looking at me like I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, none of these things, none of these things can be proven, bro. All of these things is just fairy tales and after fairy tales. And like I said, I used to teach this, bro. I used to teach this until I really started doing my homework. You put everything aside. You put your pride aside. You put what you was taught aside, and you go and you relearn. You need to hold on. This is not making sense. This is not adding up. Why this is not adding up? Hold on. Let me try to uncover what the heck is going on. And when you go to uncover what the heck is going on, when you try to uncover the things that's not making sense, you figure out why it don't make sense. Oh, this is why it don't make sense, because this is not our story. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Damn, is she open? Yeah, she is open. Yeah. Yo, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave the live running quick fast. I wanna run inside this store. I gotta buy some soap. We ain't got no soap in the crib. I ain't got no soap in the crib. Mama Love, how you doing?
They close already, big brother.
They closed?
Yeah, you come on already. Send them up.
Damn. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come here tomorrow early. They had me in Queens, bro. Gotta get me some soap. I ain't got no soap. I gotta see where I can get some soap at, man. I ain't got no soap. My store where I buy my soap from caught on fire. So that store's closed for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I don't just put any type of soap on me, man. I put that, that nice, healthy, black, organic black soap. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps my skin all nice and beautiful. You understand? Keeps my son's skin nice and beautiful. I don't put that European stuff on me, man. And that joint just got me tight right now, bro. Damn, and it just turned, it's about to be 8 o'clock, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come here early. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna see if the other lady's open. Nah, she had trash soap, and her soap is mad expensive too. Hold on, guys. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
I just left this store thinking I was gonna be able to catch him in time to get some soap.
Yeah, I just thought about that as I came out the shower just now.
I was like, damn, son. The nigga was like, yeah, man, they left since 7 o'clock. I was like, now I'm agitated because if I was in Brooklyn, I would have been able to meet them here.
Yeah, no, once you say you was in Brooklyn for the day, I knew you wasn't gonna be picking up, so.
That joint got me tight, son. And I'm gonna tell them, like, yo, stop sending me to Queens, son. Anytime they send me to Queens, I'm not gonna start no ticket. Watch. Nah, because we supposed to work where we live. I don't live in Queens, bro. I don't have no business being in Queens, bro. Look, and the other lady's closed too. Damn, son. And I don't even want to go to that lady because that's where I got that trash ass soap from.
Which one? The one over here?
Yeah, no, the one that's in the bathroom with that white one. Remember, he was like, oh, why you boy? That joint is dirt, bro.
Yeah, but we got enough black one to last till tomorrow.
Nah, I pause. I need a full grip. You feel me? That joint. When I was washing my underarms, I was scraping for life, bro. It's not funny, babes. Over here scraping for life, like, yo, this ain't life. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do everything. I gotta wash my underarms, gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like my beef get its own clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck? And I know you not about to step outside. I would have took. I said I know you not about to go back outside because you just got out the shower.
No, that's why I was going back outside. That's why I was calling you to see where you are.
Oh, so yo, man, so stop at that. Stop at the oil spot.
The oil spot of the block?
Yeah, that's where I got the black soap from before.
What time they close though?
I think they close at 8:30.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna leave until you get here though.
Oh, man.
What am I? I'm gonna leave. I go here by myself to get to the work. Like I'm not gonna leave. So I literally just got the shower.
Look at the nonsense. 50 cops just hopped out. Let's see where they about to go.
So you'll be home in a little while?
Yeah, I'm on Fulton.
Alright, I'll see. I'll see if I'm gonna leave and go out. Alright?
Say that again?
I said, I'll see if I'm really even going out. You said you'd be home in 5 minutes?
Nah, I never said that. I said I'm on Fulton.
Huh?
I said I'm on Fulton.
Oh, so you'll be home in no time soon. Yeah, so I won't be going anywhere. That's that. Alright.
I'll be home shortly, but like I want you guys to understand that when they do this, you know, they do this when you see them barging and they come in like in a multitude of police officers. I want you guys to that this is part of the fear tactics that they use to create fear. You know, this is for everybody else, just in case if anybody was to, you know, intervene, you know, try to engage, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have these things out to you feel me? It's all fear tactics, guys. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I look and once I seen that she was all right, you know what I'm saying? They ain't rough her up or nothing, then you know, it's all good, bro. But for those that joining the police officers, man, I really want you guys to really think about what you're doing, man. Because yeah, I'll leave it alone. But back to what I was saying when it's pertaining to this Hebrew ideology, man. Like I told you before, man, none of these people can prove anything that's outside the Bible. Can't prove it. The only thing they're gonna use is materials that the oppressors gave us. They're gonna use areas of the map and say, look, you see the story took place in Africa. No, fam. These people, the missionaries, seek your land and wanted to make Africa to fit their Bible so it could make their job easier when they're preaching this ideology, bro. Come on, man. How did areas like that speak goddamn English, bro? How is areas like that? How is places in Africa named in English? And English is and trust me, the English language does not oversee the El Kebulan language, a language that's been spoken of for damn near close to 10,000 years. There's no way on God's green earth are you telling me these areas is in English and now you're saying that this is Africa. No, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. You don't know. You guys sound ridiculous. You sound crazy. You look crazy. You sound foolish. And all you doing is just giving these people more ammunition, more power. Because every time you get on your knees, every time you do their feast days, every time you do their celebration, their Passover, their story, anything that you do within their books, whether it's Islam, Judaism, Any Abrahamic followings that you do, you're giving these people power. And just ask yourself, the people that gave you these religions, what position are they in and what position are you in? Who owns all these 7-Elevens? It ain't you. Who owns these Popeye franchise now? It ain't you. Who owns these gas stations? It ain't you. Who owns these corner stores? It ain't you. Who owns Islam? It ain't you. Who started Islam? It ain't you. Okay? When you take that and when you look at everything else, who's buying these buildings? Who's building these skyrocket, these high rises? Who's paying for the presidential positions? Who are these niggas? Who are them? It ain't you, bro. It's not you. Who's the top lawyers? Who's the judges? Who's these people in these positions? It's not you. It's not you. Who gave you Christianity? It wasn't you. Who gave you Judaism? It wasn't you. It's Judaism. It's no Hebrewism. It's no Bantuism. It's none of that. It's their teachings. They gave it to you. You have to accept that. It is what it is. You want to fight yourself to make it, but you want to fight yourself to make it a story. Hold on, guys. My bad, guys. I had to send this person, let him know I'm 6 minutes out. I came here yesterday and the dude wasn't available. So now I'm coming here and you know what I'm saying? I know my wiz want to go outside. You feel me? And believe me, she deserves to be outside, man. You know what I'm saying? For all that commitment and dedication she has done for my son, man. You know, I tell her this every day, man. You doing a phenomenal work. You know what I'm saying? You deserve everything. That and a bag of chips. You feel me? And there's not a lot of women that's devoting themselves to their children like how she is anymore. You know what I'm saying? She sacrificed not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the bills is double on me at school. You know what I'm saying? This is why, you know what I'm saying, I'm in and out of my lives. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm here and then the next day I'm not around, or you know what I'm saying? It's a lot, you know? And then on top of that, YouTube ain't paying. If YouTube was paying, I'll be slaying every goddamn day. If YouTube was paying, I'll be slaying every goddamn day. But YouTube is not paying. And bills gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? Bills gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's about to go back to school. Gotta buy her clothes. Gotta buy her this. Gotta buy her that. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy out here. It's hard work. Especially living in New York City. I'm born and raised here. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Turn it up. You know, I'm gonna hurry up and go grab this and come home. Like, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So I'm doing my live now. I say I got an hour and something drive back to Brooklyn. Like I'm in Brooklyn now, but it was an hour and change. You know what I'm saying? An hour and change. Like literally. I'm not even supposed to be in Queens, bro. I'm not. Hurry up. Where I come from, you honor your last name. You gotta respect your last name. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. Where I come from, you're not supposed to bitch and moan and complain. You're not supposed to do none of that. You're supposed to stand on your business, stand on your square. You feel me? Yeah, hold on a minute.